Welcome to the Fortress Art World Reading, bringing healing, encouragement, and inspiration for the close of 2025. As we step into this, I would like to draw into divine energy and do a brief prayer. Precious Divine, we draw into your love and your light as we are conduits in this beautiful world, this gift to us of creation. Help us to fully appreciate this opportunity we have to draw into living and being a part of the energy of all of creation. We ask during this session that you bring to our heart space those blessed elements, messages, guidance, um, whatever you need to have surface at this time. Guide us and help us to really tune in to what you need from us in this season. We ask your guidance, your love, and your direction with grateful hearts. Blessed be. Starting out this reading, um, I just welcome the energy of divine and try and have a broad, open heart to receive the connections that divine needs us to receive in this day, in this particular time frame that we can share together. To start off, I'm going to do a 3-card drawing. The first card is for the present, and I'm just leaning into the cards here that I have available, feeling what might be calling to the forefront. I've got the 5th agreement, and for the present card, I feel like we will lean into what the 5th element, the card deck by Don Miguel Ruiz and Don Jose Ruiz, also with Janet Mills. So we're just leaning into this really beautiful card deck. It's beautifully illustrated, and each card provides a sense of wisdom moving forward. And the card we're drawing for right now is the present. So I've just got a deck here and just randomly spreading the cards out. I've got my eyes closed, and there's one tucked in here that just feels to be the card for this reading. And my heart has pulled it out. This has kind of a teal background. And the card says, with awareness, I know that I can change my virtual world by changing what I believe. What is real, I cannot change, and it doesn't matter what I believe. That's interesting in this era of living in what people have labeled as a simulation. With awareness, I know I can change my virtual world by changing what I believe. What is real, I cannot change, and it doesn't matter what I believe. That's very interesting. Lean into how that resonates in your heart, how that feels for you. For myself, I'm feeling that sense of illusion. There is that outer shell that we do have the opportunity to change our beliefs, and it changes that illusion. So lean into how that feels for you. And what is real, what is at the core, what is the truth, cannot be changed, and we can count on that. I align with my faith. I align with that God source, sacred source, and that is never changing. That's solid. That is a foundation to lean into. The other side of the card says self-mastery begins with self-awareness. Self-mastery begins with self-awareness. Leaning into who we know we are on a very deep level, on a very high level, where we're tuning into our higher divine self. Mastering that connection, communicating with that, and developing a greater sense of discernment and intuitiveness and self-awareness. All of this contributes to setting the foundation of our reality. So that is card number 1, and that is for the present. Very interesting. I'm looking at my other decks, what to draw into for the second card. Now, the second card is a past, represents the past. And I'm just leaning into this and what it means for us today. I've got the deck and just going to do a quick shuffle. We're leaning into the energies for the past, and this is the Ancient Animal Wisdom deck by Stacy James and Jada Fire. This again, the illustrations are very different, but they're very colorful, and they also contain beautiful wisdoms. So I'm just going to let my fingers come across the cards and randomly draw one out. Closing the deck, and I'll put the deck off to the side. So I'm feeling for this past card, just to kind of lean into it for a moment. I'm picking up a strong, deep red color. I feel it's a sense of really well grounding, feeling into that energies of resetting ourselves and beginning anew. So that feels very comforting for coming into the present, moving into the future. But for this card, it would be releasing that which has passed. Let's go ahead and look at the card. Now, this is interesting. We have card number 5, and it's the giraffe card. For myself, as I'm leaning into the image, feeling into that energy, it's a coming together. Now, I'm going to put this down here as the past card. You can see why I felt the energy of coming together on this. You have the beautiful image of the 2 giraffes coming together. Right here, their noses meet. And you've got the connection of the eyes. It's interesting, when I first looked at the card, this image here in the very center appeared to be a third ear. I say third because you've got one giraffe here, and then this feels to be a large ear. For myself, I get that sense of resonating with listening, really listening, tuning into our environment, the elements that we take in by hearing, and really go deeper, giving ourselves that sense of truth. Like I said earlier, discerning what is really real, what is the truth. So be discerning when you hear things. Don't jump to the conclusion that it's true right away. It may take a little research. It may take self-discernment, where you take it to your higher self, take it into prayer, and really lean into it, the true meaning. I believe we have this gauge within ourselves to deliver truth or a lie. I think we need to trust that more and more, especially in the era that we're in. I'm going to jump real quick to the card information from the author and just get an idea how they come into this information. What do they bring forward? Heart-centered risks. That's the theme of this card. That feels very aligning for the era that we're in. Giraffes are the tallest mammals in the world and the earth animal with the largest heart. Giraffe may be telling you to stretch, elongate, and expand your body and mind. Delight in reaching the higher hanging fruit that are beyond eye level. This isn't a time to seek approval or follow the group. Instead, pave your own way and follow your heart, your dream, your own direction. Giraffe reminds you that this is your life path and this is your opportunity to replace obligations with heart-driven desires. Where or to whom is your heart guiding you today? Reach with love to create your inner vision and aim high for what you desire. Love is the answer to all things. How beautiful is that? There's just that strong connection to moving from what is past. It has shaped us, no doubt, but leaning into that beautiful energy of what is to come, what is in the now. We are conduits of love, and this card beautifully represents that. It represents that energy of being together, but there's also something very beautiful in who we are individually, and that has been shaped by the past, but we're ready for a new season. Stretching, reaching for that new harvest, that new season, and ready to move forward. I noticed too that in both cards, we have a similar red-orange energy. That red was strong coming through as a color before we looked at the card. And there's something to be said for regrounding ourselves, making a regular habit of grounding ourselves well, and releasing any toxic energies. And let's look what deck will step us into the future. We take a moment to reflect on the present, the past, and what is our future card. Leaning into what is yet to come. I feel directed to grab my coloring book. I've got a Bible verse coloring book. These are verses from the book of Psalms. And just flipping through it. You can see I've just got the book here, flipping through the pages. And I'm just going to hold my finger in one spot. And what comes forward is Psalm 10:17. Lord, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear. How interesting. This is what comes forward. And it makes reference to hearing. How beautiful. We made reference to the extra ear in the giraffe card and really tuning in. So there's a call to be very receptive to what divine is speaking to our hearts. And when we waver, when we doubt, turn to your faith, turn to the source of sacred creation, and release. Release those questions into the divine air, into the divine of communication, and wait for that answer. Lay it out there, and if it comes back right away, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, then wait for it. There's some beautiful energy that will speak into your heart and bring resolution to that question. You can count on that. I do feel drawn to the dragon deck. I have a star dragon deck. We will draw the future card, and this is from Paolo Barbieri, the Star Dragon Oracle cards. Now this deck is broken into 2 segments, so I will draw one card from one group and one from another group, and this is for the future card. What Divine wants us to lean into or feel into for our future card, our future setting and situations. The first part of the deck is a smaller collection. I think it's about 5 cards. So we're just going to shuffle these a bit. Ask Divine to bring forward which one themes or sets the pace for our future. And I'm just going to pull one out. Pulled out a card, setting that portion of the deck aside. I'm going to lay that here. And I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the other deck. Giving it a quick shuffle. And then I'll pan it out. Spread the cards out. Giving it a good shuffle. I usually shuffle it before I put it away anyway. So I've got them shuffled here. I do see this one separated a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And this one is from the main deck of the cards. So this one also I'm going to lay down here. I noticed on the back this has a green sphere in the center of the card. And I had an experience this past summer, early in the spring, of a green orb that showed up in a video that I took. So if I get a chance and the technical know-how, I will try and post that on my YouTube channel. So the heart chakra is what that reminded me of, this green orb. We're in that season of really focusing on love and patience and healing, restoration, and being conduits of that incredible heart connection to Sacred Creator. Let's look at the first card. See what we've got here. I do feel a connection with Source, leaning into that alignment with love, the power of love, the power of healing, moving into our future. So we'll turn the card over, and this is quite beautiful. We've got teals, soft blues, indigo, violet. The violet is the connection with divine. The indigo is your personal power, your personal voice, standing your ground. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Again, we've got a connection, empowered, leaning into what it means to connect with that which is beyond our physical understanding right now. The dragon and the fairy. And, not surprisingly, this is the healing card. Card number 18, healing, restoring hope. I don't think there could be a better card right now when we're looking toward the future. Really beautiful. It's basically speaks for itself. The teal blue, kind of at the base here of the card, brings in that energy of the heart chakra and healing, which is blue for myself. Those two blend together, the blue and green, to make that teal. It's almost a silvery teal in the background. And that brings forward this energy of the card, just a healing restoration. Amazing and beautiful. I will lay that one down there. We've got the present, the past, and the future. Move the glare off those just a little bit. And this card I'm looking at now goes with the dragon card. And it themes the future moving forward. So we're just kind of holding in that space. We've got the red-orange sphere on the back center of the card. And again, that reminds me of the root chakra, really grounding ourselves well, making it a morning and evening routine to release negativity, being open in the morning to growth, expansion, understanding, awakening, just a really beautiful energy. And making it a daily routine to connect with divine, listen, and then move forward. In turning the card over, we have card number Roman numeral 2, and it's resources. So the Roman numeral 2 looks like 11, which 11 feels to be numerology, is that connection to divine, knowing that we are well supported moving forward. This is really a beautiful card, and in connection with moving forward, looking into our future, it's also very aligning to know our resources. What resources do you have? That can be personal resources at home for food, for fuel, for heat through the winter, anything that you feel is necessary to have on hand, kind of that survival idea of storing up resources. And that might be a good element to hold in for this card reading, that we have access to our resources. Really beautiful information coming forward today. What resources can we provide to loved ones? Trying to get the glare off of the cards. We've got connections that we can provide resources to those around us. So don't overlook the way you're able to help others. Be a resource of love, be a resource of a listening ear, a sounding board, anything like that is a strong presence to build courage and strength in others. Take a moment to pause, reflect on what information has been brought forward here. Go back and listen to each segment again if you'd like. This is just a short reading that offers a role. It offers a connection coming into the close of 2025 and what may be coming forward for us. So I'll take these cards, and we've got a blank slate here. I just want to lean into closing out 2025 and what elements or information may come forward for us. Might jot a few things down here. So just holding space with this. Everything the cards spoke to felt very aligning for closing 2025. And I just asked Divine, is there anything any time frames, any information that just comes to my heart that you've placed as part of the communication today. Just quietly leaning into this information, clearing my heart, clearing my mind, and just open to receive from divine. I get the word wisdom. I'll make that a little bit darker so it shows up better. And just lean into the word wisdom. We lean into being receptive to divine connection, really listening for guidance from divine. To add to that, the word attune or attuning. So we are attuning to divine wisdom. It's like a radio frequency. We want to tune in and fine tune it to that point where it's crystal clear. It's coming in, and we know in our hearts exactly what to do. Divine is always presenting in love, in encouragement. Divine creation, sacred creator, is a source of love. If you feel anything negative, it could be a shaping energy. If there's anything that you need to release. But other than that, divine comes through purely as love and a resource of encouragement and hope. I'm leaning into anything more divine wants to bring forward. I'm getting the number 19. The number 19. Leaning into what that means. I have had it come up recently in a video, so I feel it may be coming from that, but it was very strong. I could very clearly see the number. So there is that energy, and it's possibly confirming what I received in a video that I saw yesterday. So just leaning into that. Again, it was for December. It may be a confirmation. I'm going to write December here because I do feel it in my connection, in my heart connection with divine. So I'm just holding in that space, receiving from divine. Anything more? I get the word colossal. And I feel like that's a big energy. I don't know if I spelled it correctly, but colossal. And it does feel to connect with change. So there is a remarkable change in the air. I don't know if it connects with the 19th of December, but it is a wondrous change. I don't feel a sense of negativity to it. Holding in that space, I'm asking a few questions. I think we've all had that sense of incredible change on the horizon, imminent, coming very soon, and we all just have that sense of waiting and waiting. and it's building our patience and our resolve. So hold in there, feeling into anything more Divine wants to bring forward. I get the word gift. And with this is a sense of having been patient. There's something very beautiful coming as part of this resolution, as part of this change that will be a gift to the heart. It will resonate with everyone. It's not isolated to one country. It is a gift to all of creation, this sense of oneness, this sense of healing and restoration. Just really sensing that. It is meant for everyone, and we hold in that beautiful energy, that hopefulness of what is yet to come. A word that has been repeating very recently is the word balance. So hold yourself and your circumstance in optimal balance. Choices for yourself, choices for community and family, whatever brings the most centered alignment with creation and the energies of all that is. You know what those are. If there are elements that need released, you can trust Divine to walk you through that. Some things may be easier than others to release, but releasing them will help give you balance. So choose optimally. We are moving into a new era. Bless you, and thank you for participating in the video today for World Healing and offering that sense of love and encouragement.